All right, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd with Hurd's First Forecast. Lots of devastating news coming out of the Pioneer Mountains as the Sand Creek fire has reached Maverick Mountain. And there are a lot of rumors going around. It may have reached Elkhorn Hot Springs as well, but there's no official word on that. But there was official word that the Sand Creek fire did reach Maverick Mountain last night. So here's the rundown as we look at the morning show here. We're going to go with, again, fire weather coverage up front. We're going to have some forecasting between 6:15 and 6:30. We're going to jump back into some fire weather coverage for those that are jumping on late, and then we'll get back into the forecast there as we get into, again, the microclimates and stuff. So let's roll the cold open, and we'll come right back.
Covering southwest Montana with the insight only 40 years of experience can provide. From the valley to the highlands, get the facts before you head out the door. Your first choice for weather is Mike Hurd's First Forecast with meteorologist Mike Hurd.
Okay, still trying to get set up here. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Hurd, Hurd's First Forecast. I was up a little bit late last night because I was bombarded by subscribers, DM with messages, videos, and comments of the Sand Creek fire reaching the Maverick Mountain area. Came up over the top of the mountain around 9:30, 10 o'clock last night, and a lot of folks were sending me videos, some incredible videos coming from the Grasshopper Inn on their patio as they were watching the fire come up and over the mountain. So good morning, everyone. Second cup of coffee. Let's get into the details for today. Let's take a look at the heartbreaking video.
Stay safe. Thank you.
Again, heartbreaking video coming out of the Polaris area. And good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd. I just wanted to share that video with you because a lot of folks were sending me video clips. Bill Klump, who I interviewed a couple nights ago, he's the one that sent most of that video. He saw flames. He's out of there. He was in a little subdivision near Polaris, Montana. And again, that was around 9:30, 10 o'clock last night in Beaverhead County. We're trying to get updates for you, but again, we have a red flag warning out, so fire conditions are going to be ripe for growth and potential new fires. This because the wind will be increasing this afternoon, 10 to 20, gusting to 30 miles per hour. Humidity values below 20%. And again, increasing wind and hot temperatures here throughout the afternoon. And the Beaverhead County Sheriff Department wants all boats off of Clark Canyon because they're going to be dipping with airplane and aircraft throughout the day and trying to get a handle on this fire. And it's going to look a lot like what we saw in Georgetown Lake on Sunday. So this type of aircraft is going to be working off of Clark Canyon for today. So again, all boats off the water, please. We want to make sure everyone's safe and those guys can actually get to work. All right, so here is the burn zone, the forecast. Again, watch duty shows a massive growth here for that Sand Creek fire. Let's see if I can zoom in. So that little green blob right up here on the top right, that is Crystal Park. So it dipped into Maverick Mountain, and it does not show, at least I don't know how updated this is, but this does not show that it has hit Elkhorn Hot Springs, but it's incredibly close. So again, a lot of smoke and fire being reported over the last 24 hours. And again, the fire has grown up to almost 20,000 acres on the Sand Creek side. You can see Bobcat Lake's fire sitting around 8,500, and Moose is sitting around 5,136 acres burned to this point. So a lot to unpack here this morning. Your weather headlines again, a lot more smoke expected today because fires will be growing pretty substantially due to the weather conditions as wind increases late this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s and 90s this afternoon. And again, everything is incredibly dry. So there are red flag warnings out. Use common sense with all your outdoor activities this afternoon. That red flag warning from noon to 9 p.m. Pacific weather system will begin to increase some moisture by Wednesday afternoon. But the fear is as it initially moves in, there'll be high base thunderstorms producing more lightning than precipitation. So there could be some dry thunderstorms as we look into the forecast Wednesday afternoon. But hopefully we'll get into some wetting showers and thunderstorms and maybe some beneficial rain, but that typically is very hit and miss. I'm not expecting widespread beneficial rain. That would be nice if it happened, but I really don't think we're going to see the lion's share of the moisture. That's mainly going to be across northern, central, and eastern areas of Montana, but we'll pick up some moisture. But some of these thunderstorms could be on the stronger side, so a lot of strong erratic winds are possible. There could be some large hail and, again, some damaging outflow wind gusts, even though this is localized flooding in normal prone areas. I just don't know if that's a possibility or not, but we'll, again, monitor that as we look into mainly Thursday and into Friday. So, again, the weather pattern gets a little more active as we head into Thursday into Friday, but begins by time we get into Wednesday afternoon. Air quality right now rated in the moderate range for Butte, in the unhealthy for sensitive group range for Dillon and for the Bozeman and Ennis areas, and it's in the moderate range down there towards West Yellowstone here this morning. So air quality conditions continue to be horrible, and our smoke forecast shows exactly that. So as I click on that, you can see as we step through this, I do expect to see a lot more wildfire smoke, with the brunt of it coming off the two fires in the Pioneer Mountain Range, especially around Dillon as we go through this afternoon, maybe out towards Twin Bridges. But for Butte, Anaconda, it's mainly coming from the Moose Fire, the Black Bear Fire, out there towards Ravalli and Granite counties. So we're far from done with the horrible wildfire smoke, even though there's going to be a little bit of a pattern change trying to set up as we get into Thursday and Friday. And speaking of that, let's take a look at this forecast model. It does show promise for some increasing potential moisture. Now, it initially begins across northern Montana later today, but as we get into Wednesday afternoon, there could be some scattered thunderstorms moving in. And then, again, this is cumulative over time. So we'll pick up additional showers and thunderstorms as we look into Thursday and into Friday. But you can see the brunt of it is across the northern sections of Montana. So hopefully we'll get some rain out of this. And it was very hit and miss in the forecast if we would or if we would not. But you can see in the 6 to 10 day outlook, it does show near normal temperatures for us and slightly above normal precipitation. Not a huge overall moisture signature, but there is definitely a chance that we're going to be picking up at least a little bit of precipitation as we get into Thursday and Friday, and maybe get again a little bit into early next week. So again, good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Hurd for his forecast 6:10 a.m. here on your Tuesday morning. Air quality continues to be the #1 concern in southwestern Montana. So please, I'm monitoring comments, and folks, jump on the comment chain and let me know where you're watching from and how that fire has been impacted you. I know a lot of my subscribers are up there in that Polaris area. I was shocked to see how many subscribers I had in Polaris, and they were definitely keeping me informed of what was going on last night. If you're on this morning, I'd love to talk to you on the phone. So give me a shout out on the comments if you want to jump in on the live stream here. I'd love to pull somebody up on the phone and just do it voice over the phone, no video, but just voice. It's okay. Let me know. All right. So temperatures right now are in the upper 30s around Wisdom, which is good, nice and cool for the Pioneer Range up there towards the Wisdom area. Dillon sitting a little milder, 51. 53 right now in Whitehall. Cool in Butte and Anaconda. Deer Lodge, you're in the low to mid 40s at this hour. And you can see it's almost 60 degrees in Townsend here at this time. The sun just coming up, but boy, there's an incredible amount of smoke and haze sitting out there across parts of southwest Montana here early this morning. Let's see. So let's get into some advertising, and then we'll take a quick break, sip a little coffee, and then we're going to come back and we're going to jump into 612. See, in the next 15 minutes, and we're going to get into the forecast for today, forecast for tonight, a lot of 7 days, and again, looking at the increasing chance for some hopefully beneficial moisture as we get into Thursday and Friday. We'll do all of that coming up in the next 15 minutes as we wrap up this half hour of Herd's First Forecast morning show. Good morning, everyone. Tell me what you got here, Grant.
This is our 5,000-pound pneumatic electric forklift. It has lead acid batteries that give you a full week's worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
It lifts up 16 and a half feet. It lifts 5,000 pounds. It has side shift where the carriage moves back and forth, and fork positioner where the forks can move back and forth.
That's great. And you can tell people where they can come and get this.
Yeah. They can get this at VMAX USA at 4029 Wynn Avenue.
In Butte?
In Butte.
In Butte. Are you the only electric company in the region?
I am for heavy machinery.
heavy
I'm actually one of maybe one in the whole country.
Wow.
That has electric heavy machinery. So.
Right. Well, it's great business for Butte.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We're this is our national headquarters. We're building out a showroom so people can come and take a look at our machines.
Okay.
We're building out a national parts house for our machines so that if our dealers throughout the United States, if they need parts, they can order them here.
So tell me, you got more than just forklifts. What else you have?
Yes, we have electric loaders. We've got electric skidsters, electric big loaders. We also sell scissor lifts, which are tracked or wheeled, that are all 100% electric. And then we're looking at bringing in electric excavators as well. That's never been seen before.
Well, that's great. Well, good luck with that, and thank you for sponsoring.
Yeah,
Herd's
you
First
betcha.
Forecast.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hurd, Herd's First Forecast. If you want to be a sponsor of Herd's First Forecast, please give me a shout out. I would love to have more financial support to put these shows together and get improved weather computing systems. And again, software and data fees are horrendous, but your help would be greatly appreciated, and it'll help keep me informing you. You won't find in-depth coverage like this anywhere else but here on Herd's First Forecast. So I got a lot of folks jumping in here on the comments, and I'm just cruising through the comments here. And let me know where you're watching from and how bad the air quality is this morning. I had one viewer say the smoke isn't too thick in Dillon, but in Glen there was thick smoke and ash this morning. Hello from Bozeman. Smoke is keeping us inside more than we like. I hear you. I'm keeping the windows shut, that is for sure. If there's anybody down there in the Grasshopper Valley that's watching this morning, or out in the Dillon area, or anybody that voluntarily evacuated out of Polaris, give me a shout out here in the comments. I still would like to get someone to jump in on the phone here, and we'll just talk to you live here on Herd's First Forecast. But let's get into the second 15 minutes of the back half of this half hour and jump into some weather content. And again, we do have a little bit of a system trying to work its way through by Wednesday, and that will bring, come on, load. Going to cooperate or not? Yeah, there we go. So we got the system moving across northern Montana for today into this afternoon, but there'll be a better chance for increasing moisture by the time we get into the day on Wednesday. So here's the forecast map in motion, and you can see today we have a stationary front in central Montana, and as I click through some of these, not a whole lot of active weather today. Hot, dry, and windy winds this afternoon. Again, 10 to 20, gusting to 30 miles per hour. That has prompted a red flag warning out, especially for the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest areas. And those areas that are burning right now probably will be burning more aggressively as we get into this afternoon. I know that's not what folks want to hear, especially in around Maverick Mountain and Elkhorn Hot Springs. But here's some good news. We do have a slight chance for thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon, but look at the moisture moving in by the time we get into Thursday and into Friday. So some scattered showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to be raining all the time, but there is a chance that we're going to be picking up, again, some moisture with some thunderstorms, maybe some locally heavy rain out of that. But with thunderstorm activity, it's incredibly isolated. One area gets it, the other area doesn't. So we'll just have to hope that some of those heavier showers and thunderstorms could be sitting over some of our wildfires in southwest Montana. So again, good morning. I am cruising through the comments. Let me know where you're watching from and how bad the air quality is. All right, this is the thing I wanted to show you that I got really excited about when I saw the forecast model update here this morning. Yeah, let's hope this holds, because we desperately need to see this change. Not a lot of moisture content here today, but you'll start to see some isolated thunderstorms pop up. Now you can see the brunt of it. The storm track is moving through southern Canada, northern Montana over the next 24 hours. But look at the slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms in here by Wednesday afternoon. I'm rocking this back and forth to kind of give you an idea of location. So again, that is over Beaverhead country. And again, hopefully you'll get some thunderstorms, but there will also be strong erratic winds, which can pull firefighters off the line, because it's just unpredictable how fire behavior will develop. But hopefully some showers and thunderstorms. Initially, there could be some dry thunderstorms in there by Wednesday afternoon, but that's just the pattern that's going to begin to develop, and we're going to see it repeat day after day after day, and that means a much higher probability of some wetting thunderstorms as we get into Thursday and Friday. And I'm definitely going to share that with you here in these extended forecast here in just a minute. We're going to take a look at today, tonight, and the 7-day outlook, but I just want to cruise through the comments real quick. I got Three Forks watching, Jefferson City, Hall. Again, tell me how bad the smoke is. If there's anybody down in the Grasshopper Valley or Polaris area, I would love to hear from you, and I want an update. So everybody wants an update on what's going on down there. Give me a shout out here on the comments, and I'd still like to have someone give me a call and have a live Q&A via the phone, on the speaker on the phone, but you won't be live on the video. All right, let's run a quick promo, and then we'll get into today, tonight, and a whole bunch of 7 days. See you here in just a second.
When it comes to the weather in southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Herd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Out for some fun this weekend?
Just for the rodeo, but I am worried about this crazy weather.
Seriously, how are you tracking the storms?
I am just watching the radar app on my phone. I follow Herd's first forecast for all my local alerts. Mike provides hyper-local tracking that keeps me ahead of the weather. Go subscribe to his Facebook page.
Ready to go for a bike ride. I better check Herd's first forecast. I don't want to get stuck in any lightning or thunder. Mike says it looks good. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Again, if you're just waking up this morning and you haven't heard, if you went to bed early last night, the Sand Creek fire did reach Maverick Mountain last night around 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're waiting to get word of what's going on up there this morning and what happened overnight. But again, it did impact Maverick Mountain. We're trying to ascertain or figure out or get some information if it has reached Elkhorn Hot Springs or not. But hopefully it didn't. But again, that's what we're looking at here this morning. We'll get into the fire weather information here in just a minute. Here's today's forecast. We'll probably reach the mid-80s around Wisdom, upper 80s around Dillon. And again, on the fire line, it could be in the upper 80s, lower 90s, but hotter the closer you get to the fire, obviously. But 80s and 90s across the rest of southwest Montana today. And just like yesterday, mostly sunny skies, very, very smoky at times across southwestern Montana. So be prepared for degrading air quality. There is an air quality alert out that'll get reevaluated around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. And just be prepared for the potential for a tremendous amount of smoke because the winds are going to begin to increase this afternoon. So all area fires have the potential of expanding and could blow up in many areas. For tonight, again, more of the same. We have generally clear skies, but a lot of smoke is going to linger down in the lower valleys. Overnight lows will be highly varied. Most of us will be in the 40s and 50s, but there will be some cool 30s in around the Wisdom area overnight. So let's get into a massive amount of 7-day forecasts, and let's begin with Butte. 86 for today is your forecast high. Will be around 81 for Wednesday. And right now I've got increasing clouds, but there could be a 30 to 40% chance for a late day thunderstorm trying to develop there into the Butte area. As we get into Thursday, Friday, again, cooler with a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. The highest probability day will be Thursday afternoon into Friday. Friday could be a nice wet weather day for the Butte area. And then as we get into the weekend, it's just a low probability, a 30, 40, 50% chance for those isolated, stray little pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but temperatures generally staying in the mid-70s as we look into Sunday and Monday. But again, overnight lows nice and cool as we go into the back of the week. Anaconda, very similar look as Butte. Again, increasing clouds on Wednesday. Chance for some thunderstorms Thursday afternoon. The best chance for moisture will be on Friday. And then hit and miss thunderstorms on Saturday. Isolated. I mean, very isolated. There's a low probability, but there could be a few isolated thunderstorms there as we get into Sunday and into Monday. But temperatures definitely coming down, so that's a good thing, and higher humidity. I'll take you over to Belgrade, around 90 degrees for your forecast high for today, 85 for Wednesday, and then scattered hit and miss thunderstorms are possible Thursday, better chance on Friday, isolated storms Saturday into Sunday, and overnight lows will be cooling into the 40s. For Bozeman, your forecast will be hot, dry, and very smoky here today. We'll see temperatures fall into the low 70s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the three best days for moisture. And again, there's a low probability, 30, 40% chance for a stray shower or two on there into Sunday and Monday. How about Dillon, your weather outlook? Again, hot, dry, and windy today and very smoky, possibly. And then here comes some increasing clouds, slightly cooler weather with more wind on Wednesday. And then scattered thunderstorms are in the forecast for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, along with cooler highs and cooler lows. Slight chance for an isolated shower or two into Sunday and Monday. West Yellowstone, again, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the best window for precipitation. Comes late into the day on Thursday. The best chance will be on Friday for showers and thunderstorms. Saturday looks like a fairly active weather day there for you as well. A lower probability as we get into Sunday and Monday. Livingston, again, we're going to hold a chance for some thunderstorms starting Thursday through the weekend into early next week, but the higher probability day for scattered showers and thunderstorms will be Thursday evening, Friday, and into Saturday, isolated as we get into Sunday, Monday. Here you go, Helena. Hot, dry, and very smoky today. 80 degrees, probably very smoky on Sunday, but Wednesday evening, I think probably by Thursday morning, you're going to start to see a chance for some scattered thunderstorms moving into the area. And that means, again, cooler weather, which is good, but a lot of potential for some isolated stronger cells are in there Thursday afternoon into Friday. So there could be some highlights out for that. We'll have to watch out and see. But lots of lightning is still in the forecast, even though there's rain with some of these. Again, lightning and holdover lightning strikes are a big problem for potential new fire starts across southwest Montana. Boulder, your extended forecast will be around 90 degrees for Tuesday, and then we cool off into the 60s and 70s. Fairly good chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and isolated chance as we get into Sunday and Monday. And take a look at Townsend, your forecast again. Hot, dry, and smoky today will be in the low 70s by Thursday and Friday. Those are the two best days for showers and thunderstorms. Isolated chance Saturday, Sunday, Monday for a few little pop-up showers around the region. Let's take a look at Virginia City. Your weather pattern, again, could be cooling into the 60s. Yo, that's a little bit cool, huh? That could be a light jacket day for you folks as we get into the end of the week and the weekend. Overnight lows in the 40s. But again, the best chance for moisture will come Thursday afternoon, all day Friday, and scattered showers and thunderstorms Saturday, and a slight chance that could follow you into Sunday and into Monday. Okay, and it's your forecast. Again, in the low 90s, very smoky at times on Tuesday. We'll be in the scattered thunderstorm activity by Thursday into Friday. Slight chance Saturday, Sunday. Not a high probability, but there could be an isolated stray shower in your area. Hopefully getting some wetting precipitation because we definitely need it. But there will be lots of lightning strikes in your area as well. Whitehall, your forecast. Again, hot, dry, and smoky today, probably on Wednesday as well. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday is your window for some scattered showers and thunderstorms to punch into northern portions of Madison County and Jefferson County in there. So again, we're expecting lots of active weather as we get into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So again, as you look at the rundown, kind of give you an idea of timing of how things are going to play out here on HER's first forecast, at least right now, because of what we're dealing with. We're going to take a look at fire weather coverage in the first 15 minutes between 6 and 6:15 a.m. And then between 6:30 and 6:45, we're going to jump back into the fire weather coverage because a lot of folks join a little bit later. And then as we wrap up the half hour, and we're going to jump into all the microclimates. I think I got 12 or 14 microclimates and all kinds of 7-day forecasts to share with you for southwest Montana. So we're going to come right back here after a quick little promo break, sip a little coffee, take a little deep breath, and then we're going to get right into the fire weather coverage all over again.
When it comes to the weather in southwest Montana, I'm plain fussy. I won't watch anyone but meteorologist Mike Hurd, period. Whether I'm checking his first forecast on Facebook or streaming it on YouTube on my TV, Mike's the only one I trust for real weather expert analysis.
Heading out for some fun this weekend?
Just for the rodeo, but I am worried about this crazy weather.
Seriously, how are you tracking the storms?
I am just watching the radar app on my phone. I follow HERD's first forecast for all my local alerts. Mike provides hyper-local tracking that keeps me ahead of the weather. Go subscribe to his Facebook page.
Tell me what you got here, Grant.
This is our 5,000-pound pneumatic electric forklift. It has lead acid batteries that give you a full week's worth of work. It lifts up 16 and a half feet. It lifts 5,000 pounds. It has side shift where the carriage moves back and forth, and fork positioner where the forks can move back and forth.
That's great. And you can tell people where they can come and get this.
Yeah. They can get this at VMAX USA at 4029 Wynn Avenue.
In Butte.
In Butte.
All right, getting better at turning on the microphone after the little promo breaks. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:29 here on your Tuesday morning. And if you're just waking up and joining HER's first forecast again, overnight, the devastating news that the Sand Creek fire reached Maverick Mountain late yesterday evening. And I was inundated with video like this. And folks were sending me still pictures, video pictures. A lot of folks were watching, like B. Bower from the Polaris area. They were sitting there at the Grasshopper Creek Inn on the balcony, watching the fire creep over the ridgeline. And Of course, you're looking up towards Maverick Mountain. It finally caught up to Maverick Mountain last night. I know they were laying retardant down pretty aggressively in that area. But unfortunately, the fire did reach Maverick Mountain. So we're going to be definitely following this story throughout the day. If there's anybody down in that Polaris area, Maverick Mountain area, you want to let us know what's going on, I would entertain a phone call here. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to go on. We'll do a little, put you on speakerphone, and you can talk about what's happening down there in the Polaris area. So this is on the southern tip of the Pioneer Mountain Range in Beaverhead County. Again, this is the Sand Creek fire. And of course, the Bobcat fire is right above that. But yeah, when you see flames coming over the ridgeline in the far distance, I know Bill Klump said, nope, I'm not waiting for the knock on the door. I'm getting out of there. And that's exactly what it is. So on his way out, he drives down to the byway, and the county sheriff is sitting right there, and the road is blocked, and they're waiting to give the evacuation orders. To my knowledge, I have not heard officially if there's been additional go evacuations in that Polaris area, but you can see it was very close, and Bill says, I'm getting out voluntarily. I'm not going to wait for the knock on the door. So good for you. Because one less person, one less car on the road and congestion and all kinds of stuff, but you can see cattle are still sitting out there in the field in the Polaris area. So this was the scene, again, last night around 9:30, 10 o'clock in southwest Montana on Monday evening. That's the Sand Creek fire cresting over the top of the Maverick Mountain. So again, the road's blocked. You can't get up there because of firefighting efforts here this morning. So, wow, quite devastating. So a red flag warning is up for most of the Beaverhead, Deer Lodge National Forest areas here, noon to 9 p.m. That's when we're expecting to see locally windy conditions. We'll see gusts up around 20, 30, 40 miles per hour, relative humidity below 20%, and again, temperatures above normal in the 80s and maybe even lower 90s. So that triple threat, we've been talking about that over and over and over again, it seems like for months, but it is back again this afternoon, and that means a higher probability of potential new wildfire starts, a higher probability of human-caused wildfires to start, and those small fires can blow up into big fires in a short amount of time, so please use common sense. But this also means local area fires have the potential of massive growth here today, and that's a big issue. You can see they want everyone off of Clark Canyon, want all the boats off, because they're going to start to use aircraft similar to what was going on up at Georgetown Lake. This kind of scene is going to be playing out down there on Clark Canyon Reservoir as planes are going to come in and scoop up water and then head back up to the fire, and just that whole parade is just going to continue off and on through a better part of the day. So let's get into some specifics as the fires are burning across southwestern Montana. Again, as we zoom in on the Sand Creek fire, I don't know how accurate this is, but you can see that southern tip, I believe, is Maverick Mountain, but right to the right of that is Elkhorn Hot Springs. No official word if it reached Elkhorn or not. If anyone has any information on that, please pipe up here as we, let's say, look at comments here real quick. I don't see any official word here, but it would be nice to get that official word out here early this morning. So what we got next here? So again, more photos and pictures coming out of that area. And hey, if you're looking at this at your back of your house, I mean, that's up there towards Maverick Mountain. That was last night before it moved in over the top of Maverick Mountain, but they were trying to lay down some retardant drops, I think, into residential areas up there, subdivisions, to protect them from the fire. So here's the latest on the fire numbers. We have burned up to 19,682 acres there on that Sand Creek fire in the Pioneer Mountains. And just to the north of that, the Bobcat Lakes fire isn't growing quite as massively, but it has increased in size to around 8,520 acres. And the Moose fire and the Black Bear fire, which is on the Bitterroot side out there near Granite County and Ravalli County, that's where a lot of the smoke is coming from for Butte and Anaconda. Those fires aren't quite as massive, but again, they're up there around 5,130 acres there in that Moose Creek fire, up in portions of west central Montana. So again, our headlines, lot to unpack here. Hot, dry, and windy today. Red flag warning is up. We have a Pacific weather system on the way, which will increase some moisture. But as it initially moves in Wednesday afternoon, evening, there is the potential for some isolated dry thunderstorms. And that means more lightning and wind and very little precipitation. But we're hoping for, and it looks promising in our forecast models, that the pattern will turn more to a wetting type thunderstorm activity. There could be some beneficial rain out of this. However, with this type of a pattern, one area gets the beneficial rain, the other area doesn't get as much. So it's more of a scattered hit and miss type of a pattern. It just depends on where some of these thunderstorms develop. However, some thunderstorms could be on the strong side. So there is potential for some isolated strong, maybe severe cells with strong erratic winds, hail, and brief heavy rain, which can bring some localized pockets of runoff issues or small flooding problems in, again, very, very small isolated areas here in southwestern Montana. Now, scattered showers and thunderstorms begin to pick up as we get into Thursday and Friday, but there's going to be a lot of wind and a lot of lightning with that, but hopefully some rain, and there is the potential for some holdover lightning strikes and new wildfire starts, possibly as we get into the weekend and early next week, because you wouldn't believe how those holdover fire lightning strikes can cause fire. So here's your air quality conditions here at 6 a.m. A lot of orange dots on the map. Butte, right now, that's the only yellow one there. That's a moderate, but a lot of air quality numbers are coming in the unhealthy for sensitive group range. I know a lot of you have been commenting on your specific air quality numbers, which is fantastic, that you can actually see that kind of data. And let me know in the comments where you guys are getting your information. There's a lot of different sources out there for air quality, and I'm going to dive deeper into that coming up here in the next couple of weeks. But here's your forecast again. A lot of smoke coming off the two fires in the Beaverhead County area that's going to continue to feed wildfire smoke across the area, but some of this is also coming in from portions of the Pacific Northwest. All right, I want to get back into this because this forecast model is a 10-day outlook. And again, you can see it's at the end of the model run. It does show increasing chances for moisture, which is fantastic. But again, this starts off Wednesday afternoon, but this is a cumulative over 10 days. So it looks more impressive than it really is. So we'll get a little bit of wet weather Wednesday. We'll pick up a little bit more on Thursday into Friday, and then we could see a little bit more into early next week. But you can see the lion's share of that's going to be across the northern half of Montana into southern Canada, but hopefully some pockets of moderate to heavy rain in southwestern Montana. It's not a high probability, but it's certainly a possibility as we get into the next 7 to 10 days. But the 6 to 10 day outlook, again, does show near normal temperatures, and we have a slightly higher than normal chance of picking up some off and on precipitation. But again, that does come with a lot of lightning potential for portions of southwestern Montana, so be prepared for that. So again, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hertz, 6:37 here on your Tuesday morning. And again, if you're just tuning in, devastating news out of Maverick Mountain down towards the southern end of the Pioneer Mountain Range. Sand Creek Fire reached Maverick Mountain last night. So I was up kind of late, so my voice is a little rough. Just cruising through the comments. So again, let me know where you're watching from. And again, if there's anybody down there in that Polaris area or on the southern tip of the Pioneer Mountain Range, I'd love to hear from you. Temperatures right now look like this. We're mainly in the 40s and 50s across southwestern Montana. You can see it's 39, a little bit cooler in Wisdom, 51 in Dillon, 53 Whitehall, 59 Townsend. Let's see, West Yellowstone, 45 degrees right now. We have mostly sunny skies, but there is a considerable amount of wildfire smoke sitting across the region here early this morning. So we're a little ahead of schedule, which is perfectly okay. We're going to take a quick little break, and then I do have a lot of information to pass your way. We're going to dive into the microclimates, get very specific on I think 12 or 14 specific areas in southwest Montana, along with 7 days, and we'll do that here after a quick break. Tell me what you got here, Grant.
This is our 5,000-pound pneumatic electric forklift. It has lead-acid batteries that give you a full week's worth of work. Mm-hmm. It lifts up 16.5 feet. It lifts 5,000 pounds. It has side shift where the carriage moves back and forth, and fork positioner where the forks can move back and forth.
That's great. And you can tell people where they can come and get this.
Yeah. They can get this at VMAX USA at 4029 Wynn Avenue
In Butte.
in Butte.
In Butte. Are you the only electric company in the region?
I am for heavy machinery.
heavy
I'm
machinery.
actually one of maybe one in the whole country
Wow.
that has electric heavy machinery. So
Right. Well, it's great business for Butte.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We're this is our national headquarters. We're building out a showroom so people can come and take a look at our machines.
Okay.
We're building out a national parts house for our machines so that if our dealers throughout the United States, if they need parts, they can order them here.
So tell me, you got more than just forklifts. What else you have?
Yes, we have electric loaders. We've got electric skidsters, electric big loaders. We also sell scissor lifts, which are tracked or wheeled, that are all 100% electric. And then we're looking at bringing in electric excavators as well. That's
Wow.
never been seen before.
Well, that's great. Well, good luck with that, and thank you for sponsoring.
Yeah,
Hertz
you
First
betcha.
Forecast.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll get it. No sound. Thank you. I'm still trying to figure that part of it out. And again, I got my laptop telling me I need to update something, so it's annoying. But again, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Hertz, First Forecast. That microphone thing's going to be the death of me. Waking up this morning with me here at 6:42 p.m. 6:42 a.m. You can tell I'm not a morning guy. I am an evening guy. But we're waking up and a lot of wildfire smoke sitting across the area. And the big headline again, Maverick Mountain, Sand Creek Fire reached Maverick Mountain last night around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was up late with video editing and getting pictures, etc. And sharing those on Facebook. So make sure you watch those and comment them, and feel for the folks that are being impacted by this wildfire down there in the Southern Pioneer Mountain Range. So again, give me a little thumbs up, a little love here in the comments, and a lot of folks checking in. I got some from Anaconda, Twin Bridges, Jefferson City, which is great, Virginia City, Ramsey. Now, I love that. Got an extended forecast for Ramsey here in a minute. Let's see, Mary Jane. Good morning. Give me an air quality rating, which is wonderful. Where are you guys getting your air quality information? I would love to know where the majority of you go online to find your information. There's a lot of sources out there for air quality data. Margot's watching from Helena. West Yellowstone tuning in this morning. All right. Twin Bridges checking in. So thank you, Chuck. Let's see. Three Forks. Thank you, Philip and Becky. Jefferson City. Let's see. Good morning from Hall. Love that. A lot of folks chiming in, especially in smaller communities, which is absolutely the fuel that feeds the fire for me. That's what I love to see, is those smaller areas coming up. So up in the tobacco roots above Lauren. All right. Cool. Okay. What time we got? 6:44. Okay, we're back on track. So let's dive into, I've got to find him now, right now. So temperatures currently are in the 40s, and there are some 50s out there. We have sunshine coming up, and hard to see it, but lots of thick smoke. And again, it looks like a red planet coming up at sunrise and sunset, because of all that thick smoke around southwest Montana. Hi, Mike from Belgrade. Love to see that. Thank you so much, sir. Livingston tuning in. Thank you, Tammy. Sally Brown, weather underground or weather bug. Okay, that's where they're getting air quality. Air in Dillon is horrible. You have horrible air quality down there in Dillon right now, and unfortunately, that is not going to change. So let's get into some microclimates, and then we'll come back to comments and then wrap up this show. So Warden District, take you out towards Deer Lodge, Garrison Hall, Avon. Again, more of the same, similar to what we saw yesterday. You're going to see again today. Mostly sunny skies and a lot of thick smoke across the area. Highs will be in the mid to upper 80s here this afternoon, and lows tonight somewhere in that low to mid 40 range, maybe upper 40s for you folks out there. So Deer Lodge, there is a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms as we look into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Slight chance on Sunday, mainly Sunday afternoon, but we could be back up around 80 degrees by next Monday. But hopefully we'll get some wetting showers and thunderstorms. But again, a lot of lightning still planned in the forecast here, which is a concern. As we take a look at the smelter shadow, as we get into Anaconda, Opportunity, Warm Springs, Georgetown, again, 75 to 85, maybe upper 80s around Warm Springs, but a fairly typical August temperature day here for you folks. Overnight temps tonight should fall off in that mid 40 to low 50 range. Again, mostly clear skies with regard to cloud cover, but a lot of thick smoke is sitting across the area. So here's the extended forecast for Anaconda. Will be around 86 today, but we could fall off in the more comfortable low 70s by Friday. Friday is the high probability day for moisture. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely pretty much off and on all day long. It begins to move in Wednesday evening. We'll see some scattered afternoon thunderstorms Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms Friday, and then that hit and miss look and feel as we get into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but a slight chance of continued moisture on a daily basis. Let's get into mining heritage. And again, over towards the Butte region, Walkerville, Ramsey, Elk Park, even up towards Boulder will be in that low to mid to upper 80 range for daytime highs. Overnight temps will be in the 40s and 50s. Mostly sunny skies, very smoky at times, and air quality will continue to suffer through the next 24 hours because there is a red flag warning out for the entire region, and that means area fires are going to be burning probably more aggressively, and that means more smoke in the atmosphere. Butte, your extended outlook, again in the mid to upper 80s today, very smoky, beginning to trim your temperatures back as clouds move in Wednesday. There could be an isolated thunderstorm Wednesday afternoon, but again, Thursday afternoon, Friday, and into Saturday, better chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms trickling through the region, and a few off and on showers and cool temperatures for Sunday and into Monday. And up towards Boulder, your extended forecast, again, it's really Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the higher probability days for potential moisture, but there will be some stronger thunderstorms embedded in there. A lot of gusty winds, some hail, some brief heavy rain possible with some of the thunderstorms. So something to keep a monitor on, and again, keep checking back with me, and I'll be updating all that active weather here by the end of the week. Let's take it down to the Beaverhead region because this is where the fires are. So here's the forecast for today into tonight. We'll probably see upper 80s, maybe low 90 for daytime highs here for today, 50s and 40s overnight. Mostly sunny, but again, the wind increasing this afternoon. Go see gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. And that means the potential for some pretty decent growth in most area wildfires, and that means more wildfire smoke ejecting into the atmosphere. All right, Dylan, your extended forecast, upper 80s for Tuesday, and then we cool down into the 70s into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, it's that 3-day window that has the higher probability of precipitation, but not all day. It's that hit and miss feel as we get into the end of the week and towards the weekend, and then we get back into upper 70s and slightly drier air as we look into early next week. For Gallatin Valley, again, we're going to go with hot temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s today. We'll see mostly sunny skies, very smoky conditions at times, and winds increasing this afternoon, 10 to 20, gusting to around 30 miles per hour late this afternoon. As we look at the extended forecast, Belgrade, you could be around 90 today, but look at that, more comfortable low 70s are setting up by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Lows in the upper 40s and lower 50s, and then back up to around 80 degrees as we get into Monday of next week. And for Bozeman, MSU, again, good chance for thunderstorms Thursday. Better chance is on Friday, hit and miss on Saturday, and then back into the upper 70s to low 80s into next week. So a cooling trend is on the way, and you got to like that. All right, Missouri headwaters. Here's your forecast today. Three Forks could be around 90 degrees. could be in the upper 80s around Toston, mid to upper 80s around Townsend. Raidersburg around 86 degrees for a forecast high, 50s overnight, and more of the same. Mostly clear skies, but a lot of smoke sitting across the area. So Three Forks, here's your extended forecast. And for you, it's a 2-day window for the best potential for moisture, and that'll be Thursday into Friday. The probability a little bit lower, but there still could be an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm into the weekend early next week. But we take a nice dip in temperatures, and then we come back up to more pleasant 80s as we look into next week. And for Townsend, same thing. We'll see a chance for thunderstorms Thursday, better chance on Friday, and a slight chance for some passing showers Saturday, Sunday. But again, it's not a high probability. All right, this is the region everybody's watching, and that's that big hole region. As we get in around the Pioneer Mountain Ranges, the lower elevations around the Pioneers look like this for today into tonight. We'll be in that low to mid 80 range for daytime highs, could be in the upper 80s around Glen, and lower 40s for Jackson, back into the 30s overnight tonight for Wisdom, but low 50s is a contrast as you look into Melrose, for example, and possibly Divide and down towards the Glen area. So here's your extended forecast for Wisdom. Hot, dry, windy, and smoky here for today, but again, chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving in Wednesday evening, a little off and on thunderstorm activity on Thursday. Better chance will be on Friday, and then some hit and miss showers are possible on Saturday, and an isolated stray shower or two as we look out into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Madison Valley, more for you, more of the same, mostly sunny, very smoky, highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s, 50s for overnight lows. And again, wind increasing this afternoon, 10-20, gusting to 30 miles per hour. So Ennis, your extended forecast, it's really Wednesday evening, Thursday, Friday, isolated showers on Saturday, but it's that Thursday, Friday time frame that has the best potential for some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving into your area. Ruby Valley, Twin Bridges, Sheridan, Alder, Virginia City, mostly sunny here today, mostly clear tonight, but again, very smoky. Winds increasing this afternoon. Air quality will continue to suffer as we go through the next couple of days, just more of the same. And the extended forecast wind will be around 90 for Tuesday and low 70s by Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 40s for overnight lows. And again, it's the Thursday, Friday, Saturday window that looks best for potential moisture. Same for Virginia City. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, cooling into the 60s for daytime highs. That's a little cool, but that'll be a wonderful change of pace. All right, I got to sip a little more coffee. We'll take a promo break, and then we're going to wrap up the microclimates here in just about 30 seconds.
Ready to go for a bike ride. I better check Herd's first forecast. I don't want to get stuck in any lightning or thunder. Mike says it looks good. I'll be back in a couple hours.
You gotta love Joe's efforts there. I would love to see more of you guys do that. Make your own little promo for Hertz First Forecast. Send it to me either email or give me a little DM on Facebook. If you want to make a little promotional video like that, I would love that. I'd eat that up. And I want to thank Joe for doing that. All right, Paradise Valley. Let's get back to what we're doing here. Forecast today, around 90 to 95 degrees this afternoon. So hot, dry, and windy. Mid to upper 50s for most of you overnight tonight. Again, wildfire smoke is going to be the biggest concern. And here you go, a chance for some thunderstorms for Livingston beginning Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And we're going to hold about a 40 to 50% chance for some hit and miss storms, even into Sunday and into Monday. So that's a wonderful pattern. Tobacco Root Mountains taking you around Whitehall, Harrison, Pony, Silver Star, 85 to 90 degrees for today, 50s overnight tonight. Again, hot, dry, and windy, and very smoky at times. Whitehall, your extended forecast, again, does have a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Overnight lows will be a little bit cooler later into the week as well. Let's take you down into the Yellowstone Triangle, and for our viewers down there in Old Faithful, West Yellowstone, Big Sky, we should be in the low to mid 80s here today, 40s overnight tonight. Again, mostly sunny skies, windy, and I do expect to see considerable wildfire smoke setting up over the next 24 hours. For West Yellowstone, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, again, that's the best chance for thunderstorms coming Thursday afternoon, off and on all day Saturday, hit and miss thunderstorms on Saturday, and we'll still hold about a 30 to 40% chance for some scattered storms on Sunday, but definitely cooler highs and cooler lows. And take you up towards Big Sky, cooling down Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, those are your best chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms to move through the region. and overnight lows will be dropping off into the 40s. So as you look at temperatures, oh, well, I had it in there. Hang on, I'll find it. Forgot to put it in that part. Where'd you go? Sorry, sitting here on black. That's not a good thing. I got to work all the way back up through my rundown and find that. There we go. Sorry about that. Last graphic in the whole rundown, and I forgot to put a graphic in there. All right, so temperatures right now look like this. We're in the upper 30s around Wisdom, in the 40s and 50s as we wake up this morning across southwestern Montana. So again, it's a little cool for some, but it's nice and mild for others. And the top headline of the morning, and I'll get back to it, is Maverick Mountain. Sand Creek Fire reached Maverick Mountain around 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. So I was up a little later than I'd like to be, but I was up editing video and getting pictures and trying to post information on my Facebook page to let folks know in the Grasshopper Valley what's going on. Of course, they probably only had to look out the window. But again, the rest of you, if you want to check out that video, it's on my Facebook page. It's on my YouTube channel. You can watch that throughout the day today. Again, air quality is going to be an issue today. We do have a red flag warning out for this afternoon because the winds will be increasing later today, and that means a higher probability of potential new human-caused wildfires. But again, existing fires have the potential of growing massively this afternoon if the winds get strong enough around some of those fires in the Pioneers and out towards Granite County. So be prepared for that. It's a heartbreaking situation here last night into this morning, and we're going to be getting probably some more official word on what has happened and what the destruction was, etc., in the days to come. But for the folks that own Maverick Mountain and Elkhorn Hot Springs, again, our thoughts and prayers are with you today as, again, this devastating wildfire continues to expand in that part of southwestern Montana. All right, man, I nailed it. 6:56 a.m. here on your Tuesday morning, and again, cruising through some of the comments. Thank you, Mike. Yep. Hoping for more rain than lightning. Yeah, we all are. Amazing lows in Wisdom. Watching from Divide. Aaron Dillon is horrible. So again, a lot of folks commenting here this morning, and I love that. And continue to comment as you watch this throughout the day. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. I'm meteorologist Mike Hurd, Hurd's First Forecast. Again, trying to continue my weather forecasting skills and being forced to do it as a digital meteorologist, which is fine. I can deal with that. And we're going to go forward. So I'm just looking down at comments to see if there's anything worth commenting about. But nope, looks like a good day. All right, everyone, have a good day. Hopefully the air quality won't be too terrible where you're at, but it's probably going to be bad all day long. And again, red flag warning out this afternoon, and continue to come back to Hurd's First Forecast off and on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll have more content throughout the day.